Hello Hampton Primary, my name's Fiona. Welcome back to yoga. This is our last session before you all head back to learning on site at school. I wanted to say thank you so much for joining me and practicing with me over the last 7 or 8 weeks. I love sharing the practice of yoga, so I really hope you've enjoyed it. Today we're going to be working on a dynamic practice to boost our energy levels, strengthen through the body, and help build flexibility through our body as well. Let's get started. We'll bring our palms to the sky, find a nice tall upright spine, ground your sit bones toward the earth, lengthen your spine and the crown of the head up toward the sky. Take a breath in, look up towards your hands, and a breath out, draw the hands down toward your heart. 2 more just like that. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, draw the hands back down in front of your heart. Last time together, big stretch up. And exhale, hands down in front of your heart, closing down, your eyes bowing forward. Namaste. Gently rising up. And we're going to begin our practice today in child's pose. So sitting your hips back towards your heels, we'll extend the arms out in front and have a big stretch out through your spine. Connect with your breath. And then with your next inhale, really push down through your hands so you can feel your arms begin to engage. And we're going to roll up through cat pose. And then stretch up for cow pose. Tuck the chin, scoop the belly in, and then sit back into child's pose. So we'll do that 2 more rounds through. Take a breath in. And then exhale, rolling up. Inhale to stretch the eyes up for cow pose. Exhale, arch your back, tuck your chin and stretch back into child's pose. 1 more time, deep breath. Rounding up. And then swapping the direction of the spine, stretch the eyes up, squeeze the shoulder blades. Scoop the belly in, tuck the chin and sit back into child's pose. Continuing on, rolling our way up. Inhale to stretch the eyes up and just changing over here, scoop the belly, tuck the chin and this time tuck the toes under and press back into downward facing dog. 1 big deep breath here. And then exhale, gently lower the knees down, sit the hips back towards the heels, child's pose. So we'll go 2 more rounds through like that. Start with your in-breath. Exhale into cat pose. Inhale, stretch the eyes up for cow. You can make sound effects if you like. Moo. Tuck the chin, scoop the belly, press the earth away with the hands, and we're coming back up into child's pose. Last round. Gently lower knees down onto the mat, hips back towards the heels. Take a breath. The exhale rounds up through the spine, cat pose. Meow. Inhale, stretch the eyes up, cow pose. And then tucking the toes under, pressing back downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 beautiful breaths. And then gently bend the knees and walk the feet up towards the hands. So we'll be somewhere in the middle of the mat. Have a nice deep bend if you need through your knees. And then press down through the feet. Take a super slow roll up to standing. Palms will touch up overhead. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart space. Good. So just working with the feet roughly hip distance apart, we'll inhale the hands up and just start starting with some cherry picking, stretching one side of the body and compressing the other side. You can keep the gaze up or you can just keep looking forward if that feels more comfortable for your neck. And we're just pretending that we're reaching up from side to side, trying to pick the most delicious fruit off a tree above you. So maybe it's cherries, maybe it's beautiful peaches or mangoes, anything that grows up high on a tree. Keep reaching. Good, and then come back into stillness. We'll keep the hands up overhead if you can. You might feel the heat beginning to build in your arms, interlinking the thumbs together. One more big stretch up tall, and then with your exhale, let's come over to the right hand side. Just stay there for a breath. Notice the opening and the space being created down the left side of your body. Good. Inhale your way back to center, reach up tall, and then exhale, dropping over to the other side. Just taking it easy as we warm up. Good. Breathing into the left side of the ribs. Big stretch, and then coming back up through center. Give the arms a little bit of a break. Beautiful. We'll step the feet out a little bit wider, so greater than hip distance apart now. And then inhale the hands up overhead, swap the grip of the thumbs over. Bring a little bit of softness to your knees, reach up tall with your inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to fold forward and sweep the floor below, sweep the mat below. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. 1 more time. Big breath in. And then slowly fold back. Inhale. And exhale, bringing the arms out at shoulder height. Take a breath in. And then when you exhale, we're going to bend the right knee and take the left hand over to the right foot. So we're just lunging off to this side. Inhale, slowly back up to center. Exhale, swapping over other side. So just working this way and just bending down and stretching into the inner line of your leg just as much as your body is comfortable with. Just taking a few more like this, getting a little bit of twist through the spine, getting a little bit of stretch through the inner line of the legs. We'll make our last one over to the left. Good. And then standing up nice and tall. We're going to interlink the fingers, press your palms towards me, and take a big breath in. With your exhale, we're going to twist this time out to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. And then just keep on moving side to side with your breath. 1 more in each direction. Good. And then giving the arms a little bit of a break. We'll step the feet together. And then from here, let's step the left foot back and we'll bring the feet onto train tracks. So we're in a high lunge position. There's a little tuck of the pelvis under, the back leg is got a little bend in it, so you're getting a nice stretch through your left hip flexor or the front of your left hip. And then we'll bring the hands up and overhead. Stay here for another breath. And then we'll take 5 knee dips down with the back knee. We're going to bend the elbows as we dip down. And then inhale, palms up overhead. Exhale, bend the elbows, bend the back knee. And up. 3 more to go. Just dipping down as low as comfortable for you. You don't have to go too low. Good. And then last one. Good. Bring the hands back down in front of your heart and we'll step the back foot in and do the same on the other side. So just gently stepping the right foot back. Make sure that your feet are roughly hip distance apart. So we want the feet on train tracks, not on a tightrope. And then when you're feeling balanced and stable, arms up overhead. And let's bend the back knee. Inhale up. And exhale, bend the elbows, bend the back knee. 3 3 more times, just working with your breath at your pace. 2 more to go. Good. And last one. Hands up overhead, hands in front of the heart, and the back foot steps in to meet the front foot. Great. So we'll come down onto the mat and do some breathing. So just making your way down at your pace. You can come to a kneeling seat or you could sit with crossed legs. And today we're going to bring our palms onto our belly and really spread your fingers wide. See if you can get your 2 middle fingers just gently brushing together right over the top of your belly button or over your navel. And begin to close down your eyes, relax your shoulders, release any tension, and just notice your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. And what we're doing is working to deepen each inhale so much that we begin to expand the belly and have the 2 middle fingers lightly separate away from each other as we inhale. And then brush back together as the belly button softens in towards the spine with the exhale. Inhale, feeling the belly expand underneath the hands, the middle fingers lightly separate. And then as you exhale, the belly softens and that gap between the 2 fingers disappearing, and you might get the middle fingers touching back together. Let's do this for 4 more rounds at your pace, in and out through the nose. Slowing down the breath. Becoming aware and conscious of the breath. Aware and conscious of that gap appearing between the tips of the middle fingers. And then when you're exhaling, the fingertips lightly brushing back together. 1 more round to complete this breath work. And at the end of your last exhale, just releasing the hands back onto the tops of the knees and just noticing how your body feels. Notice how your breath is flowing. Great. So we'll move into some sun salutations from here. Slowly making your way back up onto your feet, and we'll come up to the top of the mat. Today, because we're working on a dynamic flow, we'll add in a little bit of upper body strengthening. So some extra push-ups or some extra dips when we're in our plank position. Let's see how we go with it. So begin with the hands alongside the body, nice tall spine, grounding down through your feet. And then with your next inhale, reach the palms up, look up to the hands if you can, and then on your exhale, slowly bowing forwards. We'll take a half lift, so fingertips on shins, or maybe they're down on the mat. Lengthen the crown of the head forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend the knees as much as you need. Plant the hands down flat, and we'll step the right foot back towards plank position, followed by the left foot. Remember, you can always come all the way down onto your knees, or if you're feeling stronger today, keep the knees up off the mat. Breath in here, And this time, with your breath out, we're going to take 3 rounds of push-ups. So we're breathing out, elbows tucked to the side waist. Breathe in, back up into your plank or your kneeling plank. Breath out, coming down halfway. Breath in, breath out, breath in. And this time we'll lower all the way down onto the mat. Good. We'll take a cobra pose, so tops of the feet are flat, using that body strength to lift you up. You can make a few little snaky cobra sound effects if you like. And then exhale to lower. So adding in again something different today, we're going to push down through the hands and then slide the chest through the shoulders and come into upward facing dog as an option. So we keep a little bend in the elbows, but otherwise the arms are straight. We've got the gaze lifted up at about a 45-degree angle. And then when you exhale, tuck your chin, engage your core, and then we roll over the toes and come back to downward facing dog. So a little bit stronger for the upper body there. Take a breath in, breath out, and then tiptoeing our way back up to the top of the mat. Lengthen out for half lift, exhale, fold, and then really press down through your feet as you roll your spine up to an upright position, palms up overhead. Exhale, folding back down, forward folds, half lift. Bend the knees deeply, plant the hands flat, left foot steps back. Full plank or kneeling plank. Let's take those 3 rounds of push-ups. Remember, they don't have to be super deep. Just see how you go. We gently shift the body weight forward, elbows tucked to the side, coming down halfway. Inhale to come back up, plank pose. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower, knees on or off the mat. Inhale up, and then exhale, lower all the way down. Cobra pose, just one this time. Inhale, exhale, and then you can do cobra again or try the upward facing dog, so pressing down through the hands, engaging your core, squeezing your bottom muscles to open the fronts of the hips, and then exhale, press back downward facing dog. Take a breath. You can tiptoe your way up to the top of the mat, or maybe you take a little hop, maybe bending the knees, and then just a gentle hop up to the top of the mat. Lengthen out, half lift. Exhale, fold, and then a slow roll back up to salute the sun. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good. Let's go through one more round. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, plant the hands flat, right foot steps back, followed by the left foot. Remember, knees can be on or off the mat. See how you go with the 3 rounds of the dips. Little halfway dip, and then press back up. Little halfway push up, press back up. Try and keep your long line through your body from heels to crown of head. Little dip, and press. All the way down to the mat this time. Untuck the toes. Cobra pose. Lower back down. Another round of cobra, or maybe you can come up into upward facing dog. So you're pushing down through the hands, sliding the chest through the shoulders, and then pushing back downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. And then just a little bend in the knees and walking the hands in towards the feet and the feet in towards the hands and the hands back towards the feet. Take a slow roll up to standing, palms touch up overhead, and exhale, bring the hands to the heart. How did that feel through your upper body? It's a little stronger, that's for sure. So from here, we're going to step our feet out wide. Make sure, as always, that the knees and toes are tracking in the same direction. Good. And from this position, let's bring the hands back up into a cactus shape. And we're going to move into some twists from here. Let's really work the twist from the core. So just twisting off to one side and then around the other way. 2 more each side, twisting. And then the other way. 1 more time each direction. Good. And then moving back into center. Reaching hands up, stretching your legs. And then exhaling, bending your knees. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. And then bending the knees, bending the elbows. Inhale. Bend knees, bend elbows. Good. Giving the arms a little break. We're going to bring the palms of the hands onto the inside of the thighs. And then let's begin to twist opposite shoulder down to opposite knee. Good. And then go the other way. So getting a little stretch through the inner line of the leg, a little bit of a twist through the spine, just move with your breath. Good, 1 more each direction. And then tuck your chin in towards your chest and round up through your spine. Give your bottom a bit of a squeeze as you come up to standing. We're going to turn off to the right hand side. Let's come into warrior 2. Gazing over the middle finger of the front hand. Nice deep bend in the front knee. Good. And then we'll find that butterfly position with the hands. Link the thumbs together. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, reverse back. Inhale, come back into warrior 2. Exhale, reverse back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reverse back. Inhale, back into warrior 2. And then exhale, bring the hands back out at shoulder height. Adding on a different pose today, we're going to straighten the front leg and bend the back knee. See how you go with this. You can bring hands to your heart, stretching back, and then come back to warrior 2. So we'll do 2 more like that. So feeling the stretch in the front leg, flexion in the hip and the knee on the back leg, and then back to warrior 2. 1 more time through, like a ninja lunge. Back into warrior 2, take a breath. And then we're going to straighten the front leg, tip at the hips, and we'll come to Trikonasana pose. So this is the triangle pose. Stay here for a breath. You can keep your gaze neutral, looking straight ahead like I am, or you could look up towards your hand. Breathe here. Good. And then using the top arm, and a little bit of momentum, a little bit of core to lift you all the way back up to standing. Good, we'll do the same thing on the other side. Let's start with the bent knee, wide leg lunge. We'll bring arms up and let's sit down into this lunge. Inhale, well, it's more of a squat, isn't it? And exhale. 2 more like that. Inhale, straightening the legs. Exhale, bending the elbows, bending the knees. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. So this time, instead of twisting, let's side bend. So what we're going to do is hold a big imaginary ball out in our arms, and we'll keep the lunge and the squat down through our legs, and let's gently move side to side so we're getting some nice lateral movement through the spine. Just rocking side to side. Keep sitting down into your squat. Building the strength in the legs. Of course, if it's getting too strong, you can just release the bend a little bit. One more off to the right side. And then come back through center. Tuck your chin. Control through the core, round up through the spine. Good. And then we'll warrior two off to the left side. So find the deep bend in your knee. Even weight between your feet. Good. And then we're bringing the palms up overhead. Swap the link of the thumbs. Breath in, get nice and tall through the spine. Breath out, reverse your warrior. Feel the stretch through the side body. Come back to center. We'll do that 2 more times. Reverse. Center. And reverse. Center. And then releasing the arms back out. Warrior two, arms out at shoulder height. So moving to the ninja lunges now. Gently straighten the front leg, bend the back knee. Good. Back to warrior two. Sit down deeply into your warrior. Stretch back. Front leg straightens, back knee bends. Last time. Warrior. Ninja lunge. Warrior two. Breath in. And then breath out, straighten the front leg, a tip of the hips, and the torso's tipping forward into Trikonasana, the triangle pose. Reaching top fingertips to the sky, making yourself as long as you can between bottom fingertips and top. Find a position for your eye gaze, either neutral like me, or you can look up towards your hand. Last breath. Good, and then push down through the feet, a little bit of engagement through the core, lifts you back up. Warrior two, and then we're turning the toes back in. Great. So some balancing now. Let's do a little balance and twist, just see how you go with this one. We're going to start by pressing down through the sole of the left foot, maybe a little spreading the toes to give you a bit of extra surface area to balance on. And then drawing the right knee in towards the chest, maybe linking your fingertips around the front of your knee. Stay in this position if this is good for you. If you want a little bit more challenge, maybe you releasing the right hand off the right knee, taking the left hand around, and then maybe you can twist back so you can begin to look for your back thumb behind you. Can get wobbly, just see how you go. One more breath. And then bring yourself back to center and slowly stepping the right foot down. So do the same on the other side. Pushing down through the right foot this time, maybe that little toe spread. And see if you can bring the left knee in towards the chest. Settle here first by interlinking the fingers around the front of the knee or the shin. Squeezing your knee in towards your chest. And then this time, maybe the right hand stays keeping hold of the left knee. And you might then begin to twist back. Whoa, wobbly for me. And see if you can catch your backhand in your eye gaze. Stay here for another breath if you can. If you fall out, it's no problem at all. It's just an opportunity for a fresh start in this twist. And then slowly making your way back to center. Good. Maybe a little wiggle out through the legs after that balancing. And we'll make our way down onto the mat for some stretches. Okay, so today we will keep the right leg in and then see if you can step the right foot across the top of the left leg. And then you can give it a little hug in so you get a nice tall spine. And then maybe releasing the right hand behind the body. The left arm is lifting up. And then we're going to twist over to the right. So you can stay hugging into your bent knee, or maybe you could take the arm over the top of the knee for a bit of extra twist. Just breathe here. Last breath. And then gently unravel. We'll swap it over, do the same thing on the other side. So this time we're drawing the left knee in, left arm behind the body. Oh, I'm going to take it across the leg actually. And then it's right arm to the sky, and then hugging around the knee, gazing over the left shoulder. Just settle in here. If it feels more comfortable for you to bind the top of your arm around the knee, you can. You want a little extra depth to your twist. Try and stay tall and upright through the spine. One more breath. And then a gentle unravel coming back into centre. Good. So let's take the soles of the feet together and taking hold of the feet or the ankles, whatever feels comfortable for you. We take a breath in, and then with your breath out, gently fold your way forward. Now the head doesn't have to come all the way down towards the feet, but we're just rounding in through the spine. You might feel a stretch on the inner line of the legs. The closer the heels are in towards your pelvis, the more you'll feel it on the inside of the legs. The more the feet are in a diamond shape, you'll feel it on the outside of the tops of the hips. So just getting to a position that's comfortable for you. Stay here for 3 more breaths. And then when you've had enough, just gently lifting your head, using the support of your hands to deliver you back into an upright position. So good. We'll come down onto our back now. Just taking your time. You can either lie straight back, or you might like to take a bit of a rock and roll on your back. Giving the back of the body a gentle massage, the spine. And then hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a bit of love. Say, well done body for moving me through this yoga practice. And let's bring soles of the feet up towards the sky. Take hold of the outside edges of the feet if you can. If you can't reach that, you can hold anywhere on the legs really for this happy baby pose. And then just making any movement that feels good. Maybe a little rock side to side. You might like to bend one leg and straighten out the other for a bit of a leg stretch and a bit of a final hip compression. And when you've had enough, time for relaxation. So with today's energizing class, as you settle back onto your back and get comfortable, see if you can notice the way your energy is traveling through your body and the way everything begins to settle and ground as you come into stillness. You might even bring into your mind the picture of something like a snow dome. We often have them around at Christmas time. When you shake up the snow dome, the snow on the inside, it's like a bit of a blizzard, it's whizzing around. But as the snow dome is brought into a still position, all of that snow, settles and grounds. bring your hands to touch in front of your heart. It's been an honour to guide you through this dynamic practice today. Hope you're feeling nice and calm after your relaxation. Good luck everyone with your return back to school next week. I'll see you around. Namaste.